Hey, this is Pastor Dave, and this is your Monday Mojo on a certain college football championship Monday. Hope you had a great weekend. Yes, IU is playing for the National Football Championship tonight with a possibility of a 16-0 record. Be one of two schools in the history of this country that have an undefeated basketball season and an undefeated football season. And I am an IU grad, and yes, I'm pretty darn excited. It's been a lot of fun. Went to the Peach Bowl, got a hat, had a great experience. My cousin, 66-year-old ticket holder, is going to be watching the game. I'm so thrilled for him tonight. Nobody loves Indiana sports more than he does. Don Fisher, the voice of Indiana, has been calling Indiana football through the misery that it has been for so many years. And then 2 years ago, they brought in a guy named Curt Cignetti. And Curt Cignetti has absolutely turned the program around. And if you want to know about Curt Cignetti, Google him. He wins. He has turned the program around. This year, at the beginning of the season, Indiana football had the worst, most losing record in college football history in the country. And tonight, they have a chance to play for an undefeated season in the National Football Championship. That is an amazing turnaround. And they were interviewing him yesterday, and one reporter asked this, well, isn't there a lot of sentimentality about the end of the season and the time together? And he said, sure, it's that, but you don't go to war with warm cookies and milk. And it's interesting. People have made some comments about that. I guess they think it's a little harsh. I don't know. But here's the deal. I'm absolutely certain of this. Everybody in that program is locked in to what Curt Cignetti brings and what he has taught. That's the only way you can turn around a program like that, especially when you don't have a single five-star recruit on your team. You're using the talent that's there, but you're using the ability to pay attention to detail and to lock in and everybody on the same page, and you're making it happen. That doesn't just happen. It's because everybody there is locked in. And not only that, but what he brings to the table are things like this. They practice for an hour and 30 to an hour and 45 minutes a day. That's it. That's like revolutionary. And he tells his coaches, I don't want you here staying all night long. He makes a work environment that's nice and easy to work in. It's difficult, it's demanding, but it's not oppressive. He makes it a great place to work. And look what has happened. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Yesterday, I preached about a man who changed the world, Jesus. And he changed the world in every area that you can think of. Arts, reputation, city names, how we treat each other, how we treat enemies, how we treat the outcast, how we live together. The world is a much better place because of Jesus. And he invites people to walk with him. But here's what I know. Indiana will not be playing for the championship if those players were not locked into Cignetti. The world will not continue to be a better place if the people who call themselves disciples of Jesus aren't locked in to what he wants us to do and be. I mean, there's a lot of Hoosier fans all over the place wearing the red and the hat and the paint, and there's been songs that have been made, and there's a lot of hype that's going along with it. But here's what I know that the players on that team are looking beyond the hype. Even coach said there's a lot of Indiana hype going on right now. Sometimes I fear that there's a lot of hype about being a Christian. You got the shirt, you got the hat, you got the bumper sticker, but we aren't locked in to Jesus and the ways of Jesus. And when we aren't locked into the ways of Jesus, the world is just mediocre at best. So my encouragement to me, my encouragement to you, is to be locked in to the one who gives us exact direction for how to live this life and to trust completely in him. I believe Coach Cignetti has made the yoke easy and the burden light for his coaching staff and his players. And there's another man who said the same thing. Come follow me. And my yoke is easy and my burden is light. Anyway, I'm not calling Coach Cignetti Jesus, but I am calling Jesus Jesus. Let's get locked in. And one final thing. Hoosiers! Have a great week.